Hello guys, welcome to Tarot Tuesday. This is going to be your Tarot Daily Guidance reading for Tuesday, May the 23rd, 2017. So as you can see, I've already pre-shuffled the cards. The deck that I'm using is the Liberty deck. It's kind of inspired by the Alistair, I hope I'm saying his name right, Crawley deck. The Thoth, I don't know if I pronounced the right deck. It's creating the same likeness, so you might see some of the same imagery if you're familiar with that deck. Anywho, let's go ahead and get into the reading. Okay, so the overall energy we have is the Two of Cups. The rest of the cards are major arcana, so there's something divine going on here. I do feel like the Two of Cups it's not the same as what we're used to in traditional tarot as far as relationships and emotional connection. I feel like it's more a connection to all that is, and it's through synchronicity. I feel like synchronicities are very important right now. I feel like I'm not the only one that may be seeing the same synchronicities over and over and over again. Okay, synchronicities comes in many forms: numbers, names, songs, animals. It's so much, and it's the universe's way of showing us just how connected we are. Everything is connected, and I feel like it's this big science, like not experiment, but like this big story, this big science equation. It's just like we can't really break it down all of the way. It's kind of just what I'm getting from this energy. With the challenge, we have the Hangman here. So I feel like the challenge with this energy is trying to look at our connections to the universe, to everyone else, to ourselves, to what we believe we know, and looking at it from a different angle, just testing yourself a little bit to see things from a different perspective, okay? That maybe sometimes when we see that number, it doesn't always mean that. Sometimes when we see a name, it doesn't always mean this. Or when we see an animal, it doesn't always have to mean that. Or when we hear a song, it doesn't necessarily have to mean verbatim of what it's saying or whatever is triggering within us. Like, look at it from a different angle somehow, I feel. And that's kind of challenging because it's real abstract. It's not as simple as what you might think, I feel. Or some sort of key, because it has the Ankh here, like the key of life. I feel like there's some sort of key to all of this, like breaking open your awareness in a different way. It sounds like real crazy, but that's what I'm getting. It's just changing the way. It's almost like this person's being crucified, so it's kind of like that Jesus or that Christ-like depiction. And for me, that's a symbol for me for religion. Okay, so Christianity, whatever religion, I feel symbolic meaning of that. And it's like whatever it is that you believe, like you religiously believe in, something that is always ring true to you. It's kind of like, can you break open your mind to look at things totally different from how you've always viewed things? Because there's some sort of key, there's some sort of new cycle or something new that is being birthed here. Then you have the snake imagery, which is like rebirth, transformation energy. Okay, that's in the center of all of this. Then you have the sun in the background. If you barely see it, this like illumination. The suggested approach you have is adjustment. So the adjustment would be like the Justice card in this deck. The suggested approach here, I feel, is looking at things from both sides of the story. Take consideration to what you've always known and how you've always perceived a situation, a connection to someone or things, or to God or to life, your insights, and look at it from a different perspective one way, because it's there. That other perspective is like on the other side of things. It's not far off. It's just your openness to it. So approach the situation by looking at things differently. Kind of feel like slightly this could represent some sort of karmic cycle that you're currently dealing with. Okay, and you're just being guided to just really look at things, like really take a step back from the situation and try to dive in a little bit deeper with it. Your focus you have is the moon, the things that are hidden, maybe the things that you are not seeing on the surface. It's not blatant in your face, okay? It's hidden from you, it's underneath the surface. It requires you using that book of knowledge, which is you, which is what's deep inside of you. You might not get it from outside sources. I really don't believe that, you know, someone else has the answers, because you're the book, you know. Sometimes our guides don't even have the answers, okay? They're simply here just to help you and guide you, but only you truly know the answer, okay? I feel like you need to focus on things that may not be on the surface. Some of these things you might not be able to ask a friend. You might not be able to Google or, you know, shuffle the cards to figure out. I feel like it's something just deep within you, is within your DNA. If you look here, it's kind of like skin or something. You know how you look at, like in a science book, and it talks about the skin, the layers of skin or the body. I feel like this is something that's hidden underneath the surface and within you. The outcome you have is the devil, okay? The devil card is pretty interesting. This deck has a lot of sexual symbolic imagery, but it's not the traditional devil energy that you would get from tarot. What I get from this is that balance energy again, okay? There's this creative birth energy, okay? It has masculine principles to this energy. I want to pull more cards because this energy is pretty intense. So I'm not sure how it's going to resonate with a lot of people. I might lose some people with this message because it's really complex, I feel. Some people might get it, others might not. Okay, the Ace of Wands. So I kind of did figure it has this masculine principle, this phallic type of imagery here and here. I feel like whatever this is, it's like whatever you're confused about or you're stuck trying to conclude or figure out or understand about yourself, about a person, about a situation, about life, something is gonna spark for you, and it's gonna get things moving. Like you're gonna Princess of Cups. So it could be your relationships, okay? And like I said, relationships are not exclusive to romance. So lots of different types of relationships, even yours with yourself and spirit, God, the universe, what's unknown. But something's definitely going to spark, and it's inspired by divine spirit. It's going to set you on your path, okay? All right, so that's what I'm getting. So I'm going to look into the love energy, see if we can get any more information. And I'm going to use the Lover's Path Tarot deck for the love reading. Okay, so I'm going to use the Lover's Path Tarot. Tower, which is the oppression card. Okay, so what I feel with this is definitely what you thought you knew. It's all gonna just kind of crash a little bit, and it might. I'm getting that it's not gonna be an oppressive energy. For some of you, it may be, but for the majority of you, it may just make you feel a little bit out of control and confused a little bit. Feeling helpless and kind of just not in control, okay? And I feel like that's the divine orchestration. You notice how the other spread had nothing but major arcanas, and here's another major arcana that comes out. So this is all divinely orchestrated, and I feel like this process, you are being supported. Nothing that's happening is out of your control, and nothing is working against you. Everything's working for you, working in your favor. So relationships, you might not get the understanding or clarity that you need. It might seem like you're just losing people, or it's just like you can't win in relationships or with others in your life, or just may feel like you just can't move forward. It's the same repeated cycle, but Spirit is like, no, it's all come crashing down. All of it is being renewed, it's being rebuilt. Okay, so let's see what the angels have to say. And I'm going to use the angel tarot deck for this. Divine Spirit. Seven of Air. It says plans that need revision. More going on that meets the eye. Poor timing. Okay. So the number 7 stands out. So the 7 of Air is like the 7 of Swords in traditional tarot, which is, you know, trying to keep things hidden, you know, secrets, deception in some cases. But I feel like Spirit is keeping some things hidden from you, okay? Not letting you see the entire picture as it's supposed to unfold, only giving you some information, some hints and clues here and there. Spirit's just telling you before you move ahead, you may need to revisit some things, okay? Your visions, you may need to clarify those things. You might have to let go of some visions you had or desires that you may have had in the beginning of when you started this process or this cycle, however long it's been going for you. Some of you 7 years or less than 7 years or so. But whatever it is, I feel like you just need to take a break from moving forward just for this time being, because it's like Spirit is making some things happen behind the scenes, and it may feel as though things are moving slowly. Okay, so the misunderstanding that you have, I don't understand what's going on. You feel as though you're being deceived, or you think you're being deceived by yourself or Spirit, God, the universe. You're not. You're being protected. Like the card says, more going on than what meets the eye. Okay, so just trust. Just trust. All right. So that's your reading, you guys. I hope that it resonates with you. And I hope it wasn't too out there for some of you. I hope it just hits home however Spirit is meant to reach out to you, that it does the job. And as always, you guys, I'm sending you much love. I will make sure to get the rest of the zodiac signs out by tomorrow, so you'll see the rest of them out. So I thank you guys for your patience and your love and support as always. Peace.